what's going on, everyone? It's Ben, your landscape photographer out exploring Michigan, America's High Five. And today, or this evening, we're at Fisherman Island State Park on the west coast of Lake Michigan. And if you watched last week's episode, I was on the east coast watching the sunrise. It's the same day. Now I'm watching the sunset on the west coast. It's been a goal of mine ever since I was a little kid. Sunrise, sunset, one day. And what I'm really doing, obviously making this video, but number two, it's a proposal for my girlfriend. I've been dating for a while now. She's for sure the one. She truly makes me better. Hands down the best thing in my life. So, sunrise, sunset, spend every day with her. That's the plan. But first we're gonna walk up and down. Then I gotta get her out of the vehicle somehow. Grab the ring, do the proposal, which is first and foremost, and then if there's time, capture an image. So let's look around and see if there might be something nice worth having. We waited about a half hour or so till the sun to set, and the pink sky is absolutely perfect. So we're gonna get nice and close to the ground here. And by the way, she said yes. There she is, my fiance. Okay. All right, so we're gonna get nice and close here. Focus in on the iceberg like we're in Iceland. 10-second timer, because I made a mistake to avoid the shake. Absolutely stunning. What a perfect way to end the day. Something special about northern Michigan. Hey, what's going on, everyone? I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Kind of as I stated in there, was one day, two parts, where we drove over to Presqu'île to watch the sunrise and then watch the sunset over Lake Michigan, just a little bit south of Charlevoix. So I thought I'd kind of take a minute after the video, as I want to just elaborate on the day a little bit more and maybe kind of why it was so short and things like that. So essentially, my girlfriend and I at the time, we went up north to go on holiday and kind of enjoy some time between Christmas and New Year's all to ourselves. All the meanwhile, it was kind of a goal of mine to, take the next step with her and propose, and that's essentially what this day was kind of comprised of, and that was the number one of importance. So we kind of had our base camp in Charlevoix for, an extended period of time. Went straight east to Presqu'île to watch the sunrise, and then we kind of worked our way up north along Michigan 23, and had lunch in Mackinac. And while we were there, we still had a lot of time to kind of kill, so I wanted to go out and explore a little bit of the area and the bridge and see if there might be any pictures worth capturing while we were up there. But two, it was to kind of maybe compose something for in the summer or the fall when the leaves are kind of changing and everything's a little bit more green, and there was actually some sun instead of some overcast clouds. And while we were doing that, we crossed over to the Upper Peninsula and got a picture looking south of the Mackinac Bridge. And in the picture, here it is, it's actually one of my favorites of the whole entire trip. I wasn't anticipating taking a picture up there. When we got up there, my girlfriend, my fiance now, said, "Ben, why don't you take a picture? We're up here." And I thought to myself, what's the worst that can happen? You have a picture that takes up very small space on your hard drive, and it could be worth something. Keep it. And sure enough, it's been one of my favorite photos to the start of this early 2019 year. So thank you for that. And so kind of super excited. And what I love about the image is in the left-hand side of the frame, you can see the beams of light kind of coming down. And when we were there, it was on the forefront of a cold front kind of moving through, because the next day we got like 7 or 8 inches of snow. And so the sky was kind of ever changing. And when I would take one picture, the sky would change very quickly and it would be something totally different. In this picture that I took, I just love the colors of the clouds, and you can see kind of the intensity yet the beauty in them as there's just kind of shades of purple. But kind of near my feet and near the front of the frame of the photo, it's those bright green evergreen trees that are there. So I just love the way it kind of came together, and the bridge, you know, spanning upper and northern Michigan kind of together, kind of moving through the frame. So it turned out to be one of my favorite pictures, and just so thankful that she encouraged me to take one. So after lunch and taking some pictures, we continued to work our way down the shores of Lake Michigan, and actually went through Michigan 119, which is one of my favorite freeways, one of my favorite roads in Michigan. Especially in the fall, or maybe even the summer, the trees kind of come up and they come over your vehicle when you're driving, and the road is just barely wide enough for 2 vehicles. So if you are on the road, please drive safe and be cautious of that, and especially for any wildlife that may be kind of going through the area. And in the fall and the springtime, it really feels like you're going through a natural tunnel of trees, and it's please, I recommend you guys going up there and checking it out. It's one of my favorite roads in all of the state. So as we kind of moved our way down, we got to Petoskey, and Petoskey shoreline goes from east to west, and so this time of the year the sun's setting more of in a southwesterly direction. So when we were there, I knew that we wouldn't be able to capture really any of the sun setting or anything like that. So we elected to kind of head back towards Charlevoix and go to Fisherman Island State Park, which is north and south about 6 miles along the shore of Lake Michigan. And it's a beautiful place to go. There was not a soul there. There's only about 80 campsites there maybe, so it's not very popular in the summer, or there's not a lot of places to stay in the summer, so it makes it feel like you have the whole place to yourself. And funny thing about Fisherman Island State Park is that there really used to be an island just off the shore of Michigan, but over time the lake has receded and now it's connected via peninsula. So Fisherman Island State Park, yes, it did used to be an island, now it's not, so it's kind of a tricky name. Just a little tidbit for you. So during that time the sun was starting to set, and got a beautiful picture with my now fiance as the sun was setting. It couldn't have been better. The sunrise, the sunset in one day, and to spend the day with her was a day that I'll never forget, and I just look forward to spending every day with her kind of moving forward. So with that, we had an absolutely spectacular time, and moving forward into 2018, you guys may have noticed I got a drone, so I'm super excited to implement that into my videos and help give a broader view of where I am, and more of an aerial view to kind of grasp the beauty of the state and the state park, or the lake shore, the national park that I'm at. And so that's exactly what we're going to be doing in 2019, visiting as many state parks as we can, shores of Lake Huron, shores of Lake Michigan, and if we're lucky we'll go up to Lake Superior, but it's truly a long drive. So cross your fingers that we're going up there. So if you're interested in going on this journey with me into 2019, please like, subscribe, comment if you have a favorite place in Michigan that you have been to before, or somewhere that I should go. Take all recommendations. So until next Wednesday, hope you have a great time and a great week, and I'll see you next week.